Jessica Breland, who is questionable tonight because of illness. She is in, and the backcourt of Sykes, Hayes. Jump in center, tap controlled by the Dream. Let's play some basketball. This guy's second in the league in scoring. Dolson goes to work on Gulic. Food misfires. Sykes splits the defense and lays it in.
At the big, Stephanie Dolson's been getting into some foul trouble. You saw what she does with her back to the basket. You certainly want to get her out. That's the
season low, 10.5 minutes versus Cam Beige and Asia Wilson and the Aces. They really missed her. Gulic pops the three and connects. Career highs in both categories.
And how about a lot of confidence? That's the intangible where that maybe
means the WNBA Finals. That might be the last they've seen of Jantel Lavender. It's strung together such a fine season for James Wade, and there's Hayes.
And that's what you look for from Gulic. She set a ball screen and forced the switch. That's the right read as a big answer.
Down the shoot to Dolson. Fans out to Quigley. Got the sidestep on Gulic. Out to Vandersloot, and she strokes the three. Dolson. 4 3-pointers here earlier this month. And
efficient offensively, and there's a reason they're number 2 in the league. They have that option as Gulic.
Technically clinched the spot yet, but in very good position. And when they do, you really like their prospects as Dew fires
a three and score their back to the basket. Then you look at Dew who does that.
Big block. Back in 2014. Vandersloot hounding Hayes, raises up and drops it down. Tiffany Hayes just wants to get out of this game unscathed. She's been snake bitten against the Sky this season. Open shot for Dolson, and she rattles it. August the 3rd at State Farm. She came flying in for an offensive rebound late in the first half. The stuff there.
And that's another reason they just need her on that court.
Yeah, especially with a backcourt like Vandersloot, who wraps right around Kiss off the back iron. Back tap to Hayes. She's got numbers. Only Vandersloot back. Hayes to her left hand, and she lays it in. Here's Gabby Williams, slapped away by Coates. Dream turning on the screws defensively, and it's Hayes up for 2. Reads the screen. Dishes to Coffey. Has to get it away, and she knocks it down. Got to make shots against this Sky team. Bentley in for the first time. Fans out Coffey for another 3 down the well until Lavender's injury.
Yeah, and adjusting to the speed and athleticism is a little banged up, but man, her response out of that, she took that personally, and she's been playing really well as of late.
Quick 7 points as Willie Gobber threads in and lays it in. Bentley had her season high, 21 points against the Sky in their last matchup. A quick trigger 3, and I think she knew.
It's only an assist if Atlanta scores on this possession here, technically.
Here's Monique Billings, who's only played 1 game since August 1st.
She has 52 offensive rebounds on the season. It's a big block. Didn't corral the ball.
Samuelson trying to drive at Wintrust Arena versus Chicago. Gasorlo dips behind the screen, pops the 3, and connects.
Get up. That's how you know you're liked. You know, you hit a shot and everybody's happy for you.
A swish on the other end.
Well worth it for success and points.
Parker attacks on Gulic, and Gulic, a former Beaver against the Aces, 15 and 12. Quigley down the well.
And tough, well contested. Went over 2 hours long. Yeah, they got to.
All right, Gulic took the worst of that, and she gets whistled for the foul. Coates, Sykes, Billings off the Dream timeout, and Montgomery completes the 5. Her 3, splash.
And that's great.
Tiffany Hayes, 9 points to lead the way. Montgomery left alone. Another good look and another 3.
Well, if you're Atlanta, you want to sit down and lock up on defense.
Oh, that's a double block. We at least invent one for Coates and Billings because they each could lay claim to one. Off the baseline, out of bounds. These guys starting to extend their defense. Sykes in the stare down with Quigley. Sykes to the reverse.
Had 20 in the first half. So you do the math on that one on what she did in the second half. So there you go, right?
11-2 run. Gulic with the blow-by on Dew, who blocks it out of bounds. This summer, the MVP of Eurobasket representing Spain. The hop step, Hayes.
3-pointers made the most in Atlantic Dream history, but gets into the paint.
Dolson, you notice her check her feet. Her surely wants to step across the line and do what she can to help the Dream. Here's Dew for 3.
Cheyenne Parker's come in, and she's scoring twice as much since that injury. Tonight, like you said, quiet, but pretty solid job.
And if you lose a sturdy veteran like Jantel Lavender, it helps to have someone like Cheyenne Parker who answers back with the left hand.
That Vegas game, and Dolson takes 2 fouls on Cam Beige. Parker comes in not scared. Of course, blocking shots is a lot of timing and precision, but you got some natural abilities as well.
Hayes off. Throws it away. Hayes swerving. Stripped by Vegas. And you're right, the playoffs will be appointment television. Quigley left alone, swishes it. That's easy money for Allie Quigley.
Home team, visiting team, and officials. He said the officials make the least amount of mistakes. If you look at turnovers and missed field goals, I guarantee times already in this second half. And you had to know that Chicago's Dew hits another outside.
Meanwhile, that's 9 for Dew, who was scoreless against Las Vegas. Did have a career-high 10 rebounds. She blocks the layup from Sykes. Second season in the league for Elena Coates. DeShields from nearby Norcross, Georgia. Boy, did that look smooth.
Page right now, exactly with her.
Coffey had a good spurt of offense in that first half. Drops it off to Billings. Has made 1 today, which now puts her alone in second place in franchise history. 2-on-1. DeShields off the trampoline and in for 2. You got the defensive rebound, chance to tie or take the lead. Instead of fast break bucket, DeShields another one in transition.
Versatility in her offensive game.
Can't make either free throw. The offensive rebound, though, the fade away by Bentley. Bentley calls for the screen. It's supplied by Coach. He dives to the rim, takes it up strong and 1.
Right, I mean, it's a good, confident shot.
Oh, Bentley picks Vandersloot's pocket. A race into the forecourt. Bentley, yes!
I don't know if it was quite a rhythm what they were looking for.
Off the back cut, Coffey is swatted by disadvantage.
Yeah.
Still up in the grill of Williams, who threads the needle to Dew.
They're playing the guards against Atlanta. Talk about versatility.
Bentley for 3. DeShields on the dribble. Trying to lock the knees of Bentley. Gets the step on her and around Gulich for 2. Dolson is cleaned up by Gulich. Fresh shot clock for the Dream. Cazorla around to Billings. How about
the nice find from Cazorla.
Williams blocked by Billings. This guy trying to engineer another comeback as Quigley takes on Montgomery, who checks in after the timeout. The pull-up by Quigley, good to beat the shot.
That's something that Atlanta has to be a little proud of, right? Oh.
Steal off the inbound. Here's DeShields coasting in. Sky take the
issues tonight at the post. They're still scoring inside, and that's something they have to be proud of. As Hayes takes it.
Vandersloot, double-digit assists yet again. Gets her own shot off and stretches the sky. She's just a crafty finisher, especially in a crowd inside. Not that time, though. DeShields leaning in.
To the same look, and they go for the ball screen again.
Hayes steps back and splashes it down. Shot clock at 9. Vandersloot around the screen, almost lost it, fades away and hits.
Finishing off the play.
I think so many of her points come because of precisely that, the anticipation of a pass. How about that switching of hands by Hayes? She gets the answer. Back down to a 3-point game. Oh, the catch in transition and the lay-in. Hayes, the shake around Dolson and 1. They have held a lead in the fourth quarter. Doesn't take the sting out of the 11-game skid as Vandersloot gets around Coach. Here come the Dream. Hayes. The 3. Got it! 1. Less than a second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Bentley has to burn her.
0 timeouts left.
Short on the second. Rebound to Dew. Jerked out of her hands. It's still loose. Out of bounds. Dream ball. On the floor in double digits. Hayes takes baseline in a crowd. No good. Rebound grabbed and a foul called. It's going on Gulich.
Wasn't quite vertical, but at the same time, we've seen worse hits.
Oh, and 87 for the Dream. Due to make it 2 possessions. And that one is good. Vandersloot out to harass Montgomery. Finally takes it. Up court to Gulich. 5 seconds to go. Montgomery back to Gulich. She has to shoot. Time running out. And that does it. Dream needed a shot in the bucket quick. They couldn't get either. And another game ends in heartbreak and frustration for the Dream as they fall tonight to the Sky, 87-83.